Bye, B.
Bye-bye. I'm free.
Passport na apps pala na pinipili ko for this trip.
I wrote all down for that.
So, pag sobrang tagal sa immigration, iniiwan lang nila dito sa accommodation cost.
Before anything else, guys, mag-room tour muna tayo.
Hindi ko na kinaya yung gutom. Thank you, thank you. Visit tayo sa isang Michelin star restaurant. Kailangan mo siya isip ng this is the egg coffee. Bye, B.
Bye-bye. I'm free. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm going to Vietnam.
Bakit ako naka-chinelas? Wait lang, B. Ayan na. Labas ka na. Oh my gosh. Chinelas pa ako. Bye, B. Love you.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Finally, andito na ako sa airport. Miss, pwede rin ba ka mag-request ng window seat? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Grabe, ang laki na in-improve in fairness. Kailan lang kami huling umalis? Like, November lang. But, look at this. Diba? Tapos naka-e-gate na rin doon. Naka-e-gate counters na rin. Tapos sobrang dali ko lang sa check-in counter. Inabot lang ako ng mabilis lang. Tatlo lang kami nakapila kanina sa check-in counter. Hinga lang ako sa boarding ko at around 7:58. So, mandatory travel food ko na talaga to. At doon Jamaican patty tsaka frutas na mango shake. And kwento ko lang yung nangyari sa immigration kanina. Basically, wala naman masyadong tinanong. Tinanong lang kung kailan ako babalik. So, sabi ko naman kung kailan. And then, ano daw yung work ko dito, saan ako nag-work. Yun. As for my accommodation, walang hinanap na any documents sa akin this time. Yun lang, more on tanong lang. Tapos, tatak na sa passport. Sobrang easy. And then, my thoughts now dito sa NAIA 3 as of March 2026. Basically, ang laki ng pinagbago niya para sa akin na kanina when I did check-in, pangatlo ko sa pila agad. Sobrang bilis. And sa immigration naman, pangatlo din ako or pang-apat. So, natapos ko yung check-in, pag-drop ko ng baggage, pati sa immigration in just 30 minutes. So, nandito na agad ako sa boarding gate. Ganon kabilis ngayon. Hindi ko sure kung konti lang yung travelers this time, but ang dami ko napansing changes dito sa NAIA Terminal 3. Like dun sa may driveway sa labas, basically nagkakaroon na ng bubong. Nilalagyan na ng bubong yung driveway dun sa labas ng NAIA 3, and then pagpasok ko, mas maaliwalas na siya in fairness kumpara before. And dito naman sa boarding gate, mas lalong dumami yung mga food option. So, pagdating ko sa Da Nang, Vietnam, itour ko na lang din kayo sa process and sa airport nila. Para syempre, if you consider in going to Da Nang, Vietnam, medyo familiar na rin kayo and maiwasan yung anxiety natin. As for the apps pala na prepare ko for this trip, I only have translation app and Grab app. Pagdating ko doon, tsaka ko na isa-set up yung eSIM ko. Yeah, I guess for now, that's it. I'll see you guys when I get to Vietnam na. Finally guys, nandito na ako sa Da Nang. Nakalampas na ako ng immigration. But basically, immigration, it took me an hour. Parang more than. Hindi ko alam kung bakit sobrang daming tao ng immigration. And yes, ayan, welcome to Da Nang na. Grabe, since natagalan ako sa immigration, in-approach ko yung dalawang lalaki na nag-work dito para tanungin kung saan pa rin yung Cebu Pacific kasi hindi na siya nalabas dito sa screen. Naghintay ako dito sa Carousel 2. Tapos, napansin ko, parang pabalik-balik na lang yung mga luggage na umiikot. Kasi tinanong ko yung staff nga kanina, number 2 daw. So, nung naghintay nga ako dito, parang pabalik-balik na lang yung mga luggages. Tapos buti, tinanong ko yung, parang may customer service doon na babae. Parang siya yung nag-check ng mga luggage, yung babae doon. Tapos tinanong ko siya, tinuro niya, nandito daw. Sinabi ko lang yung flight na Cebu Pacific. So, eto, yung mga naiwan, binabagsak niya na dito para accurate yung lumalabas sa screen. So, ayan, ito na pala yung luggage ko. Wala na pala ako dapat hintayin. So, ito lang naman guys, yung airport ng Danang. So, ayun yung nakalagay na welcome to Danang. Tapos, doon sa may bandang dulo, dyan yung immigration. Pag lagpas nyo, carousel na agad. Ang meron lang sila dito, 4 na carousel lang. Number 4, tsaka ito yung number 1. So, ito na yung dulo ng Danang Airport. And, yun lang siya. Medyo maliit lang din talaga siya kaya hindi nyo na kailangan maligaw dito. So, ngayon, magta-try na ako maghanap ng pagwi-withdrawan ko ng pera. So, ATM. Ayun guys, may foreigner din na nagtatanong dun sa babae. Sabi niya, I can't seem to find my bag. Ayan, so ito na yung palabas ng Danang Airport. Maganda siya guys. Despite na maliit siya, but it's very pretty. Saka organized naman. May ATM dito. Paglabas nyo, bandang kanan, meron ka na agad makikitang ATM at saka cafe. Ayan, so magta-try muna ako mag-withdraw. Tatry ko naman ngayon mag-book na ng Grab going to my accommodation. Ayun pala guys, by the way, hindi na ako nag-download ng bagong Grab. Automatic siya nag-convert into Vietnam nung pagdating ko dito. Ayan o, naging Vietnamese dong na lahat dito. Pati yung services. Lane 2. So, at dito yung Grab. Bali, tatawid lang kayo. Ayan, so dito yung pick-up area for Grab. Lane 2 ako nagpa-pick up. Ito yung accommodation ko, Stars Hotel. So, may mart dito sa gilid, in fairness. Oh, puro cafe yun nasa harap nitong hotel ko. Ito, ang ganda oh. Anyway, check-in muna ako. I have a booking here.
Kamaka.
Yes. That's me.
Passport.
Passport, okay. Here.
502.
502. Thank you. 502. Yes, 502. Kaso ano sila very traditional. Desusip pa sila ante. So before anything else guys, mag-room tour muna tayo dito sa nakuha kong accommodation sa Danang, Vietnam. And super affordable nito guys. For a budget solo traveler, I think pwede na siya. Pero kayo pa rin ang huhusga. So basically, ito yung pintuan. Maliit lang siya guys, pero sulit siya sa presyo niya. Ilalagay ko na lang dyan yung exact price. Ito yung door. So, ito na yung makikita nyo. Maliit lang talaga siya, guys. Sakto lang para sa 1-2 tao. So, basically, ito, yan, bed area. This is a queen size bed. And then, ayan, meron ditong coffee table and 2 chairs. Tapos, side table. Ayan, may curtain naman kung gusto na natin i-shut down. Tapos ito, malaki yung window niya. And then sa window niya, merong overlooking. So kung makikita nyo, ayan yung mga overlooking. Basically, yun cafe yun. Mukhang may magandang cafe dito. Ayan. And then doon, parang may kainan na maliit doon. Tapos, may mini-mart din dito sa baba. Ayan, coffee shop. 2 yan, magkatabi halos. So, ito yung view niya. Hindi ko pa alam kung ano magiging view niya sa umaga. But I guess it's nice since nasa 5th floor ako. And then, dito naman sa kabila, dito sa gilid, meron namang cabinet. So, ayan yung cabinet, guys. Meron siyang safe na manual. Manual yung safe nila guys. Tapos meron ding blower na dyan. Tapos may mini storage dito. Oh. Pero, ang dumi nyo guys eh. Yun lang. Huwag na gamitin. Madumi. So, yan lang naman. Basic amenities lang naman siya. Okay, for the CR naman, I think it's best makita nyo din. Ito, ganito yung CR niya. Ayan. Very decent naman siya. For me ha. Ayan. Medyo may amoy lang na kulob. But, overall, it's okay. As long as meron ako sariling CR. Siguro kung i-rate ko to, yung cleanliness, 3 out of 5. Dito naman, kung i-rate ko yung cleanliness, 3.5 out of 5. Medyo may something na siya sa paint doon, ganyan. Kasi syempre guys, this is a budget hostel. Hindi na ako magre-reklamo. I'm okay with that. As long as may matulugan lang ako, I'm okay. Hindi ko nakinaya yung gutom. So, nag-order na lang ako sa Grab. Buti na lang, yung Grab food sa atin is similar lang dito. Kaya hindi tayo mahihirapan mag-navigate kung paano ba mag-order ng food. Ayan. Ay, eto pa pala. Ang maganda dito sa Grab na to, nag-a-apply din yung discount. So, instead na 186 yung bill ko, naging 151 na lang. 151,000 Vietnamese dong. And that is 343 pesos. Imagine, alaka na na-discount ko ha. Nasa 30k VND din yung na-discount ko. So yun, may mga promos din pala yung mga Grab food dito sa Vietnam. Kaya don't forget na i-apply yan if ever na order kayo via Grab food. Yeah. Thank you. Ayan. So, basically, ito na yung food ko, guys. Ang in-order ko kasi po with boiled beef shank. Yan siya. Yung sabaw niya, nakahiwalay. Tapos, sobrang init nung sabaw. Tapos, ito, order ako ng extra egg. Nasa 10,000 Vietnamese dong. Ayan, fried egg. And, umorder din ako, guys, ng fried chicken. Tapos, wing pork. Ayan. Ay, ang bango. Ala, parang yung mga kanto fried chicken, pero on a different level. Ayun. Ala, ang bango. May mga kasama pa pala siyang ito, yung mga panghalo yata to sa pho. So, ang ano to, may mint. Hindi ko alam anong tawag dito. Tapos, ito yung mga spice, mga chilies na may lime. Tapos, meron ding garlic. Tapos, ito may sauce na kasama. So, ito yung sabaw na kasama lang po. Sobrang init niya, guys. So, ito yung first meal natin sa Danang, Vietnam, guys. Yeah. Yung garlic, lagay ko na din. Yaman na, lagay ko na lang guys. Ito, hindi ko alam. Soy sauce ba to o patis? Parang sweet sauce. This one, oyster sauce. Ito isa. Ito chili lang. Maanghang lang siya. Ayan. So, syempre, ano pa nga ba? Tikman na natin kung masarap. Ang anghang. That pala, hindi ko na nilagay. Uy, mag-ingat kayo sa mga chilies dito. Sobrang anghang. Alam niyo yung sabaw niya, talagang malinis lang. Malinis yung lasa niya. Kung nakakain naman na kayo sa FOA, restaurant na Vietnamese sa Pilipinas, ganon. Pero mas maumami lang to. Kung i-rate ko to, yung pho kung i-rate ko, nasa 9 out of 10 siya sa akin. Pasok siya sa panglasa ko. Ito talaga yung reason kung bakit ka magta-travel eh. And imagine, all of this, nasa 350 pesos lang. Kung kumain ako sa airport natin sa Pilipinas, hindi ko alam kung saan aabot yung 350 ko. Malaki siya. 6'6 siya. Ganito kalaki yung fried chicken. Halos kalahati ng manok na maliit. Panalo din. Huwag kayo pupunta sa Vietnam kung nagda-diet kayo talaga. It's my official official day 1 here in Da Nang, Vietnam, and today magbi-visit tayo sa isang Michelin star restaurant. Ito try natin yung local dish nila na tinatawag na Mi Quang, and right now magbubook na ako ng grab bike papunta doon. So for today, we're just going to explore around Da Nang, Vietnam, the city, and to get to know more about it. Then samahan niyo ako for today sa adventure ko na to, exploring Da Nang, Vietnam. So ito yung neighborhood ng hotel ko. Actually, ang daming mga kainan na dito. Ayun pa, banh mi! Ang daming kainan dito, tsaka mga supermarket. Kaya sobrang strategic ng location ng hostel na tinutuluyan ko ngayon. And right now, instead of booking grab bike, 18 minutes walk yung sinasabi ko sa inyong Mi Quang 1A na Michelin restaurant that serves Mi Quang. Ayan, so dito may schools. I think everything that you need nandito na rin. Tapos pag ninadaanan akong optical shop, I might as well drop by. So, there's also free photo booth there. Ang daming coffee shop dito na magaganda, in fairness. Kung naghahanap kayo ng budget accommodation at hindi naman kayo masiselan, pwede rin kayo magstay dun sa Stars Hotel. Ayan, so ang daming tao. Lunchtime na kasi, guys. Ayan, so pinakita ko lang sa inyo yung neighborhood ng hostel ko. And sightseeing muna. I'm actually familiarizing myself sa lugar. Hindi ko alam bakit hindi gumagana yung mga stoplight dito. Hindi ko tuloy alam kailan ako tatawid. Hindi siya gumagana. So, ayun, mag-ingat din kayo if ever tatawid kayo dito. Kasi minsan, bara-bara sila, lumiliko. So, finally, nakahanap na ako ng tawiran na may stoplight. So, here, nandito na ako sa Haipong area. Tapos, nandito daw yung mga local and authentic. Mas less touristy daw tong area na to kaysa dun sa beach side, dun sa Maike Beach. Dito daw yung mga cheaper food options. Dito tayo sa cheaper, syempre. May panini dito. Ito yung Mi Quang. Ay, puno. Ito yung Mi Quang na nare-recommend. Mi Quang 1A. Ayun, since puno pa yung Mi Quang 1A, maghahanap muna ako na optical shop. Kasi magpapagawa ako ng salamin muna. Since naiwan ko yung salamin ko. Sinearch ko na siya. Ayan. Sabi ni, wala yata ako sa Vietnam eh. Nasa Korea yata ako eh. Diba? May loteria dito. Eto na, nahanap ko na yung optical shop. This frames. Okay. Try this. This one, the pink one. This one. Yeah. Ay.
Okay.
Okay. OVHTO.
Oh, same? Nearly same.
Yes. Same.
All that girl or V that girl?
OV.
V that girl.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Come on. I will download WhatsApp. Bye. See you later. At least nakapagpagawa na ako kasi nahihirapan talaga ako tingin-tingin. Medyo nahihilo ako at some point pag wala ako salamin. It's an additional gastos. Plan ko na rin naman talaga sa Pilipinas magpagawa ng bagong salamin. At least galing Vietnam na yung salamin ko. Tapos gusto ko pa yung frame niya. Maganda rin naman. Ito yung Mi Quang 1A. So, ito yung menu. Mura. Ano ito? Special mixed toppings. Shrimp and pork. This one. And then one lemon juice. One lemon juice and one makeup brown. Mi Pom Tít. The flavor guys is really good. Basically, para lang siyang pho na may nutty taste. Tapos, if you want to add more flavor, more umami, lagay kayo ng patis. But this food itself is really nice. Hindi ko lang magets yung gulay sa gilid. But hey guys, this adds balance to the taste nitong likwang. It's a good side dish naman. So kung mahilig kayo sa gulay, perfect to sa inyo. Siyempre gusto ko mas maanghang. Dagdagan ko ng chili. It's good lunch. Ayun, so Mikwang daw guys is a famous noodle dish. Dito talaga siya galing sa Central Vietnam, which is here in Da Nang. And pinaka-unique to kasi hindi daw siya yung katulad ng pho na sobrang maraming soup. Ito daw, meron lang siyang katulad nito. May konting soup siya sa ilalim and very rich talaga siya yung broth niya. So meron siyang flat rice noodles and also yung color yellow. The reason why it's color yellow dahil daw yun sa turmeric. So ito kasi it's more of like sauce rather than soup. So hindi siya parang soup dish talaga. Sarap, masarap in fairness. So basically, pwede kayo mamili ng protein na gusto nyo ilagay. Pwedeng pork, shrimp, chicken, fish, or mix. Okay, so itong gulay guys, meron siyang lettuce, mint, Vietnamese coriander, banana blossom, tsaka bean sprout. Tapos kanina yung nasa taas, meron siyang roasted peanuts, boiled egg, tsaka yung rice crackers. Tapos ito, kung gusto niya medyo maasim-asim, lagay kayo ng lime. Pero ako, hindi kasi ako fan ng mga medyo maasim na taste. Sa food, feeling ko nag-iiba siya. But if you want to balance the flavor with lime, go ahead. Tapos na ako kumain. Ang binayaran ko is nasa 60,000 Vietnamese dong. Tapos tonto ako. Binayaran ko siya. Akala ko 110 pala yun. 10,000. Ang dami kasi zero ng pera nila. Kaya nakakalito. 137 pesos lang siya. Meron akong drinks. Tsaka yung mikwang. Mura. Tsaka nakakabusog din. Kasi nga, yung flat noodles, malalaki. So, mabigat siya sa tiyan. One egg cream coffee. One. Also. Coconut cream? Okay. Okay. Hold on. So guys, may nilaanan ako sobrang aesthetic na cafe. Grabe, the vibe here is vibing. So, di ba galing ako sa Mikwang 1A. Tapos naglakad lang ako. Malapit din to sa pinagpagawaan ko ng salamin. So, pagdaan ko, para akong inakit nung sabi niya pumasok daw ako. So, I ordered, ito yung famous na egg coffee. Ayan. I'm not sure ba't malamig siya, but yeah. This is the egg coffee. This one, I'm not sure, tea, but it's cold also. Tapos ito, coconut, like coconut bread. And then, ganito yung vibe niya, guys. Look. Ang ganda. As you can see, ito siya. Ito yung loob niya. Then yung counter. Tapos, ayan. And then, ito yung labas niya, guys. Look mo. Oh, it's so aesthetic. Diba? Oh, the vibe is vibing. So, like right now, ito try ko muna tong egg coffee. Kung ano yung lasa. Hindi rin ako sure how to eat this one. Kasi may kasama siyang spoon at saka straw. Itong nasa taas niya, it's foamy sweet. And amoy siyang talagang egg. Grabe. Alam niyo yung lasa ng mga egg pie? Para siyang ganon, pero foamy siya. It's nice. Egg coffee in Vietnam. Cheers! Para siyang ice cream. Alam mo yung ice cream na tunaw? Tapos yung lasa niya nagiging foamy. Ganun siya. And it's really good, guys. I mean, it's really good. They serve me cold tea. Yung nasa ilalim niya, andun yung coffee. Ayan o. So, I'm not sure if dapat ba talaga i-mix siya, but sarap siya. It's my type. Gets ko na. You will sip the coffee from the bottom. Tapos, tsaka ka kukuha nito sa taas. Huwag mo siyang i-mix. I don't think it's a good idea to mix them. This is so nice. Yung coffee has strong bitter taste na may pagka slightly sweet. Ang sarap. Strong yung coffee niya. So, parang you'll have to balance it with this parang egg cream on top. Sobrang yum. Tapos ito, gusto ko lang tikman yung coconut. Yung coconut bread. Though may coconut bread naman tayo sa Pilipinas. Alam ko na. Alam niyo yung pandekoko sa atin? Ganon siya. Kaso may fancy lang siya sa top na parang ganyan. Ganon yung gawin niya itinerary. After nyo dun sa Mikwang Iwang, daanin nyo to. As in like 1 minute away lang siya doon. Sobrang lapit lang niya. Kung may kasama rin kayong mga bata, ayun guys, meron din silang playground dito. So, makikita nyo dito, ayan, Happy Kids nakalagay. Ayun, so nag-order pa ako ng raspberry cold tea. Ayan, looks yum. Kasi hinihintay ko yung salamin ko na lang. Dito muna ako habang hinihintay ko yung salamin ko. Hi, hello!
Comfortable, maybe just need 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour.
Is that clear? Is that
Yes, yes. HD.
good? HD.
Very clear. Good.
If you're comfortable, can you give me one feedback on the Google Map?
Sure.
Yeah,
That's where I found it. Google Map. Because
Oh.
I was just around the corner. Yeah, I finally got my eyeglasses. So, ito yung pinagawa ko na worth 2,000 pesos. 1 million BNB. How was it? Maganda, di ba? Bumalik muna ako dito sa accommodation ko kasi ang init and nagpalit muna ako ng damit. And later on, try ko mag-rent ng e-bike sa motorbike station. So, I'll see. I-vlog ko na lang din yun.
Right here.
Yeah. Thank you. Come on. So, ito yung price niya. Okay. Tao po. Ayan. So, ito yung mga e-bike nila dito. $170. Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm good. Can I just ask if the electric bike can go to Bana Hills?
Yeah.
Okay, can.
Go to Bana Hill.
And I don't need driver's license,
Yeah, no need
right?
license.
No need. Okay. But which one is this one? Which one? This one. Okay. How many kilometers one full charge?
Full battery, you can ride 60 to 70 kilometers.
60 to 70
And
kilometers.
you can change battery.
Here. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is the bike. Wow, it's nice. Then only one battery right now. Two battery.
Two battery, but train now. You run it, I train. I show you train now.
Ah, okay.
Battery full already.
Okay.
Train anytime.
If it's two battery, I can change along the way.
Yeah, along the way.
Myself.
You change by yourself, and in Bana Hill you have a battery station separate in Bana Hill.
In
You
Bana
change.
Hills also.
Yeah.
Same motorbike station.
Only
This one.
I show you to train easy.
Very easy. I can do it. In Bana Hills, right?
It's separate.
When I see this,
You can see
I
on the
can
map.
change.
Yeah.
On the map. Okay, that's great. Okay. And if ever Hoi An can also.
We have this one also.
Oh, good. Can I sit? Okay, I'll just... Okay, for this, do you need my passport? No.
Yeah, I need a photo.
Okay. Can I also charge my phone there?
Yeah, you can
Okay. That's great.
Where you from? Philippines.
Philippines.
Do you have a WhatsApp?
Yeah. I just installed it. I hope you can message me because it's new.
Okay, you can pay for me.
Okay.
Border,
Okay.
insurance for any motorbike,
Okay.
deposit, return for you when you
Okay.
return the bike.
Okay. 1-7. Okay. Thank you. This mine?
Yeah, I return for you. You don't have the accident motor.
If accident?
No,
What?
the app to
The
find
app.
location train battery.
Okay. Where? This one? This one?
No, select motor. Over there. The name.
The name. Okay. Select
Select
Motors. Select app. I can also go there.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. How long from Danang to
To Habitat.
how many hours?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Mountain.
It's a mountain.
You have internet?
Yeah, I have. It's just slow. I saw this shop from YouTube.
YouTube.
When I watch, there's people vlogging about this place.
Yeah.
So that's when I found this.
Yeah. You search about Da Nang City and you find here.
Yes.
What you
I search motorbike rental or e-bike, then I watch a lot of videos, and then I search it because I have a driver's license in the Philippines. However, it says that I cannot drive the regular motorbike here, the gas one. I cannot, as long as I don't have international driver's license, right? So that's when I found I can with electric bike. So yeah, I learned a lot, and I told myself that I will really come here to this shop.
So this is the first time first day you come here or the second day?
I arrived last night. Technically, my first day is today. Yeah. So I searched from the internet about the time you will close.
Yeah.
Then I said, okay, it's 10 p.m., right?
Yeah.
10 p.m. Okay. So right now I'm here, afternoon, after I ate somewhere. Yeah.
And in Philippines you speak English, popular or another language?
Oh, in Philippines we speak Tagalog, but English is our, let's say, second language.
Second language, but
Yeah.
I see many teachers from Philippines.
Philippine, yeah.
They teach around the world on the internet.
In teacher. Yes.
At home, maybe.
Yeah. Because maybe it's really our second language. Actually, Tagalog at some point. The kids like them in the Philippines, they don't speak Tagalog anymore. Our language, they don't. They speak English. Yeah, because I guess they watch English shows most of the time.
Yeah.
Ever since they were a baby and until they grow. Yeah, that's when they learn, I guess. Even my nephew, my sister's son, he only speak English. He doesn't understand. He understand Tagalog, but at some point he cannot really speak the language.
What is the school? What language in school?
In school,
The major.
the major, I would say 50-50.
Ah,
I would say.
together.
Yeah.
Ah,
Actually, when we speak, sometimes it's mixed English, mixed English and Tagalog. We call it Taglish. So our tongue is naturally like that. We can
But the
switch.
environment, they speak English or speak mother language.
In Tagalog. It's Tagalog actually. But when we speak, sometimes it always has mixed a bit of English. Sometimes we don't know the meaning of the word in Tagalog. That's why we speak it in English. So, yeah.
But the Philippines is very good because in Vietnamese, not much people speak English.
Yeah, but I think now it's getting better.
Somebody work in the international or foreign
Mhm.
environment, they speak English. On another, not work, cannot
But
speak
you
English.
speak good English.
Because I work with foreigner. But
That's
another
nice.
one, they cannot work with the foreigner, so they cannot speak English.
Yeah. Way back 2018, I went to Ho Chi Minh. It's so hard. It's so hard. But this time, right now, some people right now here can understand
more and more better.
more better.
But not same in the Philippines.
Yeah. I guess. Because I think even when I was little, I try. Because some people, in the Philippines, when you cannot speak that good English, some people might laugh at you. And even on my work, in our office, some required English whenever. So I think it's more of the environment also that requires English language also. That's why as much as possible we try to keep up in order, to get a good job. Because in an office setting or office job, you are required. Because sometimes we work with different nationalities as well. So at least conversational English is good. Because business English is on a different level, right?
I think everybody, when they graduate from university, they can work in the international environment, right?
Yeah. Actually.
Mother. Maybe in Vietnam, some students
Mhm.
graduate from university but cannot speak English well.
English, well, actually, it's hard. Even for me, at sometimes, it's really hard. Especially when I speak with someone who has natural tongue, English tongue. Sometimes it's so hard. Even understanding them, it's so hard. But I guess here in Vietnam, because Philippines was colonized also by United States, I guess. That's why at some point we got it from them. But yeah, I think it's better. You're good. That you're good. It's good that you speak English here because I know there's a lot of foreigners. Like earlier today, I went to optical shop. Yeah, I had a hard time communicating, so I had to use the translation. Yeah, because we cannot understand each other. But she's nice. I like. Will you teach me?
Now you get helmet first.
Okay. Which helmet? Okay. I just look.
You log in. Go.
Okay.
Just quickly log in.
Log in.
You can stand here
Okay.
or you can log in.
Start swapping.
Okay.
Okay.
Then let me see.
It will open.
Let me.
Okay.
You turn this way. Turn.
Mm-hmm.
Turn blue.
Turn. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Stand outside. Okay.
Okay. Put it back. Okay, another one. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, it can see.
Let's see.
Oh,
What do you
amazing.
want?
Amazing. Okay.
In Philippines have this one?
I don't think so. We don't
Actually,
have.
Now actually popular.
Yeah, most of the time. But
still.
e-bike only short distances we have. Like I have one, but like 20 kilometers or
Only
like-
20.
Yeah.
And you must track No
Yeah.
battery changing, right?
No.
Okay, now you log in.
Okay.
Either you see big, small.
Okay, big, small.
And same.
Okay,
Big, small.
big, small. Okay.
Fit together.
Fit together. This one.
Fix same side.
Mm-hmm. And then turn.
Okay, no need.
No need.
Only put-
Okay.
Now you reset battery.
Okay.
This one,
Okay.
circle. Press and hold.
Okay.
1,
1,
3.
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Okay. Now it's all good.
And wait a moment.
Wait a moment.
You see?
Oh,
Already reset?
okay. Reset. This one. Wait.
A moment.
Okay.
Okay, finish.
Amazing. Thank you.
Oh, now
Sorry.
I show you how to write.
One more.
All good. All good. All good.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. All good. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. What's your name, by the way?
My name Phương.
Feng?
Phương.
Feng. 30.
Yeah.
I will be back. Okay, thank you.
Phone holder.
Sorry. Where can I charge here?
Phone here.
Here.
Charge the phone here.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will charge first. So it will consume battery, right? From this bike.
Your battery
Okay.
from
The
motorbike.
The motorbike. Okay. Thank you. So, ayan, sabay tayo. Wait lang, sabay tayo. Sabay kami. Wait lang. Masyado sanay. Hindi ko na alam kung saan ako papunta. Wala akong mapa. It's already 9 p.m. pero dahil nga nagrent ako ng e-bike dito, I have the freedom really to go out and mag-explore dito sa daan ng Vietnam. And it's something na ang sarap, nakaka-enjoy, and hindi ko pagsisisihan talaga na nagrent ako ng e-bike dito. Although, pero medyo mahal nga lang yung upfront fee, pero okay lang kasi at least I have the freedom to go wherever I want. Right now, ngayon iniisip ko pa rin lumabas, pero syempre, kahit sa naman, whenever we drive, dapat lagi tayong safe. And ako kasi sa background ko, nagda-drive talaga ako ng motor sa Pilipinas, and also nagda-drive din ako ng kotse. So at some point, medyo familiar ako when it comes to driving. And ikaw din, if you consider na mag-rent ng e-bike dito sa Vietnam, I hope marunong ka sa kalsada kasi it's totally different here in Vietnam. Medyo nakakalito at ang daming mga motor, e-bike, ganyan. And minsan may nakikita kong kalsada na walang stoplight. So, pakiramdaman talaga at saka presence of mind if you decided na mag-drive ng e-bike dito. Well, as for the e-bike rental, you don't really need driver's license. Ang pinakita ko lang sa kanila, pinicturean nila yung passport ko. And ang maganda dun sa e-bike na na-rent ko is, meron siyang mga charging station. Actually, hindi siya charging station eh. Ano siya, more on, papalitan mo yung battery. So, tinuruan ako kung paano magpalit ng battery. Tapos, parang vendo machine type siya. Tapos, automatic. Very high-tech. In fairness, Vietnam, grabe kayo. Bali, parang ang gagawin mo, yung lumang battery, ipapasok mo dun sa parang locker na automatic na yon. Tapos, bubukas yung isang panibago, yun yung ipapalit mo. It's a different experience driving dito sa Vietnam. Well, yung mga e-bike naman, kahit sa main road, pwede. Wala naman sinabi sa akin yung nagpaparent na bawal. So, kahit saan din ako pumunta dito sa Danang is pwede siya. And, ang dami ko rin nakikita dito talaga. Puro motor talaga yung mode of transportation nila. Yan, kung makikita nyo dyan sa baba. And, nakaka-enjoy lang talaga. Kasi nung naghahanap ako ng mga vlogs sa YouTube dati na e-bike rental in Danang, wala pa akong nakikitang mga Pinoy na nagrenta ng e-bike kasi naghahanap sana ako ng instruction kung paano sana magrent ng e-bike dito. Puro foreigner yung nakikita kong mga vlog na nagre-rent ng e-bike dito. So, that's where I got the idea na oo nga, why not, 'di ba? Na itry ko. Since experienced driver na rin naman ako sa Pilipinas, why not here? Although, yun nga, ulitin ko, extra care pa rin kasi hindi natin kabisado yung lugar dito sa Danang, Vietnam. And slow down as you can, a presence of mind, and always read yung mga signages. So, extra careful talaga. It's a totally different road than us. And iba rin yung mga traffic rules nila dito. And yung iba, ang lalakas talaga ng loob. As in, paliko, pero hindi sila nag-i-slow down. Liliko lang talaga sila. Tapos minsan nakakaaning ang dami nag-honk, yung nagbi-beep-beep, ang dami. Ginagawa nila yun during intersection, mga ganyan. So, kaya hindi muna ako agad-agad kaninang umaga nag-rent ng e-bike dito. Is because I want to observe first kung ano ba yung lagay ng daan nito. Ino-obserbahan ko yung traffic dito bago ko napag-decidean netong late in the evening na talagang sige mag-rent na ako, okay na. Yeah. It's the best decision I have made so far. So for my dinner, I decided to order na lang via GrabFood. So lahat to, it cost me 180,000 Vietnamese dong. And ang in-order ko is chicken pho. And then, ay! Teka lang, na-surprise ako. Akala ko shrimp rolls lang to. Pero meron siyang mga kasama pa. Agoy. Yung matitira bukas na lang. Tikman ko lang muna siya. So, hindi pa ako nakain ng kanin simula kahapon. Kaya nag-decide ako na dito na lang mag-dinner. Kasi hirap na hirap ako pumili among sa mga restaurants na available doon kung ano yung pipiliin ko. Kasi at some point nga, nahirapan nga akong mag-explain minsan kapag hindi sila mag-English. So, para ma-make sure ko na gusto ko yung kakainin ko for this evening, nag-order na lang ulit ako sa Grab. Actually, you can do that also. Pwede kayo mag-order sa Grab para at least, kahit hindi kayo mag-order, silipin nyo lang kung ano yung mga Vietnamese food na pwede nyong kainin, ano yung mga restaurants. Tapos kung gusto nyo puntahan nyo. Kasi ang daming available dun sa Grab food na food options. So kung wala pa kayong idea regarding Vietnamese food, dun kayo sa Grab food tumingin para at least mari-research nyo na kung ano yung food na yun, tsaka kung bet nyo siya. At hindi na kayo magtatagal whenever you look at the menu. And then, nagulat ako sa GrabFood dito kasi may discount. May discount ako lagi. Ito dapat 200 plus, 210 to dapat. Tapos meron akong discount na 33,000 Vietnamese dong. Hindi ko alam kung dahil first hindi naman first, pangalawa ko to eh. Pero baka dahil new user ako, ganyan. Pero may mga discount siya, so okay din mag-order dun. Tas, mura lang din yung delivery fee. Nasa 10,000, 20,000 Vietnamese dong lang din yung delivery fee. Yeah, so far, nagugustuhan ko yung Vietnamese food. Very healthy siya kainin. Hindi siya masyadong mabigat sa tiyan. At the same time, mabubusog ka naman. So, yung mga replacement sa rice, still rice noodle siya, pero I think it's lighter than the white rice, yung regular rice natin. So far, ang nakikita ko lang rice dito, bihira white rice parang puro fried rice din. Since kasi yung culture ng Vietnam is may halo na talaga na pagka-Chinese. Kasi yung China kasi is very near Vietnam. Halos magkadikit sa may northern part. Ayun, kakain muna ako and kasi lalamig na to pag hindi ko pa kinain. Kaya kakain muna. Pakita ko sa inyo yung cafe. 11 o'clock na. Halos puno pa sila. Ayan, dami nakaupo. Kita nyo ba? Ayan. Tapos yung nasa taas, ganun din. Dami pa rin talagang tao. Pati yung katabi niya na cafe, puno pa rin yung mga tao. Diba ito natutulog? Nagkakape sila sa gabi. What you think? Try ko nga itong shrimp. Ayan, shrimp spring roll. Uy! Ang sarap! Ang sarap ng shrimp spring roll, guys! Mas try ito sa Vietnam. Kumain kayo nito. Ang sarap! Ito, shrimp spring roll. Tapos may mga veggie. Nakikita nyo ba yung texture niyan? Ayun o, parang may mga crumbs siya. Ang sarap! Parang di na to abot bukas. Paano ko sana gawin breakfast? Manipis siya. Crunchy. Sabaw. Heaven. So, yun lang guys. Dito ko natatapusin yung vlog na to. Kasi, pahinga na after na to. And ready na naman for another adventure tomorrow with my e-bike. So, I hope you continue to stay with me all throughout this vlog series ng Vietnam ko. And also, kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Kung gusto niyo pa mapanood yung future vlogs ko about this Vietnam trip, so kindly like and subscribe na lang din dito. And with that, I'll see you on my next vlog. Bye!
Dito daw guys sa museum na to nakalagay yung pinakamalaking Chang artifacts collection.
So, pwede kayo mag-picture-picture din dito.